Hello lovely people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mavis Owusua, and if you are here on my channel today, hit that subscribe button and welcome. And to my subscribers, thanks a lot for your support, love, and words of encouragement. Worldwide, one of the main causes of mental health problem is finding yourself in a toxic relationship. So how do we recognize a toxic relationship? In this video, I am going to talk about 10 different things to spot, red flags to indicate or show you are in a toxic relationship or might be tapping into one. So watch out. Number 1, anger. Now this anger takes form in moodiness, irritability, and blow-ups. So you are always careful. You don't want to cause any problem for yourself. So you are always and constantly watching out for the words that you say, the things that you do. You don't want to cause any problem to yourself. So you find yourself tiptoeing around them. And this is an indication. Number 2, chronic sarcasm. Sarcasm is with bitterness behind it. So chronic sarcasm is actually anger in disguise. And then we have disparaging humor, which is the number 3. With disparaging humor, these people or persons, if you are in a relationship with them, are always making fun of somebody or something, and they are always bringing them down through sarcasm. With this kind of bitterness behind it, which, in other words, is always going to bring you down. Number 4, punitive mindset. Now, if a person has a punitive mindset, the person thinks that stupid or foolish people deserve what they face in the world. A person with a punitive mindset thinks that the bad things that happen to people are meant to be because they deserve it. So they think foolish people are just losers. They are supposed to lose or are born to lose. So if, for example, this person, that you are in a relationship with, gets furious, angry, insults you, and then you go and say, "Oh, why are you treating me like that?" And they turn up to you and they say, "Oh, sorry, but you can't do that and expect me not to do this and that to you." You get it? They're actually not apologizing as a normal person would do, but rather they are telling you you deserve it because you were stupid by provoking their anger in a way. So they actually don't apologize. They think you deserve that bad treatment because you called for it. And that is punitive thinking. Number 5, controlling nature. And this is where it gets very, very tricky. Now, for example, you love that hairstyle, and I walk up to you as your partner and I tell you, "You know what? That hairstyle doesn't look good on you. That dress doesn't, that yellow dress doesn't look good on you." And then I see you outside wearing that yellow dress and having that hairstyle. And then I tell you, "I told you that dress doesn't look good on you. So why did you put it on? You don't love me. You don't value my opinion. That's why you are putting on that dress." And you go like, "Oh, no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. Of course, I value your opinion. I'm very sorry." So next time you go to that salon, you stand in front of your wardrobe and you are ready to dress up in the morning, you are confused. You really want to put on that dress, that yellow dress, because you love it. But on the other hand, you don't want to go for an anger or this tantrum, So you are confused, and that is controlling. Number 6, excessive insecurity. With this one, the person is constantly seeking reassurance. They need you to constantly agree to what they want you to do, how they want it done, so you have no opinion of your own. And this is where it gets scary, because if you don't, then they don't feel good about themselves. So they tend to blame you for their misfortune. They want you to say what they want to hear, do it their way, and just what they want. Number 7 is they are extremely opinionated. And this is a disguised form of a person being judgmental. And with being judgmental comes criticism. So it means they are constantly going to criticize you and be cynical about the things that you do. Number 8, the manipulator. So this one, how do they manipulate you? They normally use guilt, if then sentences. So if you loved me, you would do this and that. If you really care and valued me, you wouldn't have said that. If you really love me, try this. They never take no for an answer. So an example, they say, oh, I'd like you to try alcohol. And you say, no, I don't like that. I'm a Christian. I just have a different opinion to this. I say, oh, try that a little bit. You're not going to get drunk. Just try it, just a little. And you say, no, I don't. And they are not going to stop there. They are constantly going to ask you and ask and ask and ask until one day you have nothing more to say, because you just can't come up with any idea, anything that you haven't said. So you give in and they've won. And that is manipulation. They don't take no for an answer. So they will try to change your mind by trying it over and over and over again until you give up. That is manipulation. Run for your life. Predominant self-centeredness. Number 9. These are people who take more than they give. They still may give, but only when they are fully satisfied, their needs are met, before they get back to somebody to offer a little bit of help. And even with that, it is easy for them to feel very exploited and used. So they come back at you to blame you for that feeling, and in cause of that, to show you how ungrateful you are. So even accepting their offer or the good things that they do to you is also another problem. You don't feel good about it, and that is toxic. Number 10, they have a worldview that people will always stick it up to you, and that it's better you get yours first. So they are constantly on the upside, on a guard. If you grew up around people who are toxic, or behave or have the traits that I've mentioned, it's normal that you might be attracted to people or these objectionable behaviors, because even those sometimes do get comfortable and familiar to us. To err is human, but what do we do about it? How do we change if we are already in a toxic relationship? Now, these are some 4 things that you can do to prevent yourself or help you get out of a toxic relationship. Number 1, take a break from the interactions with these people. Reflect. You need time to reflect. When you are not with them, how do you feel? Do you miss them? Are you happier without them? Now, through these reflections, you will be able to assess the positive and the negatives. Number 2, distance yourself emotionally from them. And with that, I mean, you are not supposed to be cold. Doesn't mean you should be cold to your spouse, to your sister or your brother or that friend. But this is supposed to help you minimize the weight of that toxic intake they are giving you. So you have to distance yourself emotionally. So the things they do to you, the things that they say about you, those funny things that they say doesn't really get you down. So you keep your sanity to avoid mental health problems. Number 3, your contribution. How do you contribute to the whole situation? Are you playing the same music over and over again? Stop feeding them by changing yourself. Now, sometimes it's amazing. If you stop the things that you do, it might even change the whole movie, because now they will be confused and they don't know what to do, because you are not playing along. You are not feeding them anymore. And that is also another thing to take into consideration. And finally, sometimes we wish we had the best relationship with our spouse. If these persons are very close, our parents, our spouses, brothers and sisters, then it's actually so overwhelming. Therefore, you need a professional help. Seek a psychologist, get help, and that is going to help you a lot. So I hope we have learned a lot today. It's good to keep your sanity and work on your mental health, because we are all very close to mental health problems. And see you next time. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, share, comment, and bye.